Welcome to this week's video. Today, I was gonna do a little bit of fishing. First, I was gonna spend the night here at Walmart. There's a lake close by that I wanted to get on. I'm not sure if the boat landing is plowed out, so my plan was to stay here. Fortunately, we got some snow in town here, and the plows are out. I don't know if I'll be staying here tonight. So the truck stop could definitely work, but the lake's only about 10 miles from here, so I might go check that out. I can always come back if I need to. Maybe I'll get lucky, be able to stay out on the lake. I don't want to drive on the lake yet though. I don't know how thick the ice is. With the 4,000 pounds in the bed of the truck, I want at least 15 or 16 inches. So let's go check it out. It's a little chilly out tonight. It's about 2 below. The Weather Channel is saying at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's going to be 25 below. The good news is there's not going to be any wind, so pulling the fish house across the lake shouldn't be a problem. All the diesel pumps are out of service. Wonder if they gelled up or what. That's odd. Well, I made it out to the lake. I think this is going to work. Absolutely perfect. There's quite a few people out on the lake right now fishing. Like I said, I don't want to drive out there until I know how thick the ice is. So I'll get up tomorrow morning around sunrise, try and get out on the lake. Hopefully we don't have a lot of wind. That's the only thing that's going to ruin this whole thing, is if I have a lot of wind. Otherwise, this should work out pretty good. I mentioned to you guys in an earlier video that I put in a new thermostat in the camper, a digital one, something that looks a little bit more modern. I'm really wishing I would have never put that thing in. And the reason why is because when it drops down too cold, it says low, shuts the furnace off. So quite often I get back in here when it's 20 below zero and it's freezing because that thermostat doesn't go down low enough. I should have probably just left well enough alone, or just find a digital thermostat that can operate in that freezing temperature. The way that I've gone about fixing it, I'll have to set the thermostat unit right over the top of the flame, get this thing nice and warm. Once it gets back into a temperature it can read, I'll stick it back on the wall. So that's just a little tip for you guys to keep that in mind. I know on the Arctic Fox forum they talked a lot about changing over the analog thermostats to one of those digital units. There's a problem. I'm all settled in, and it's about 60 degrees in here. It doesn't take too long for these four-season campers to warm up. Tomorrow morning, if it's 25 below outside, I know it'll be comfortable 65, 70 degrees in here. That's the nice thing about these four-season campers. They hold the heat really well. I'll see you guys in the morning. Almost didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I think this camper is even more comfortable than my house. I got up this morning at 7 o'clock. It was 21 below zero. Right now it's 14 below zero. Furnace ran pretty much nonstop all night. We had no problem keeping that thing 66, 67 degrees. I absolutely love that Arctic Fox truck camper. Even though she's almost 20 years old, thing's doing really well. We're gonna get out on the lake now, go do some fishing. I've got a pop-up shelter that I'll be using today if I need it. Might try fishing without it at first. And I remembered the heater, so I'm thinking that if I sit close enough to this on the ice, might not even need to put the shelter up. I brought an extra battery with, just in case I might need it. looks like someone had their house here, so the snow is cleared off. That's where I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna put a hole down. It's looking like the ice is probably thick enough for the truck camper, but I'm already here, so I'm not gonna chance driving it out here. So we're at about 17 feet right now. This will be perfect. Since I'm marking fish already, I think I'm gonna put down the line and see what happens. Just using waxies this morning. Let's drop this down and see if we can pick that up. Whatever it is, could just be perch too. Oh, darn it. Okay, I had a bite. That's a good sign. So far, so good. We're gonna get it. There we go. What is playing with us down here? Oh, look at that. That's a large perch for this lake. Really pretty fish. Very cool. Go tell your friends. Free food. That little heater makes all the difference in the world. It's, you know, 2 feet away from me. I can still feel a little bit of the heat coming off. Makes it so I can be out here at 4 or 5 below without any gloves on. There we go, something's coming off the bottom. And this is what Minnesota sport's all about, sitting on a bucket in a frozen lake. Come on now. He came in so quick. And just like that, he disappeared. Was not wanting what I was offering up. Marking fish again. There we go. Little perch again, I bet. What do we got? Oh yeah, just a baby. Sometimes you got to weed through these to get to the other fish, but they're down there. I'll let you keep the bait. A lot of cool ice houses here. You can see some of them are made out of old campers. It's one of the cool things about being out here ice fishing. You can have a $200 homemade job or a $20,000 glacier ice castle. It's all what you want to put into it. I think I'm starting to get low on gas. The heater every once in a while, poof, big flame shooting out of it. Yeah, I think she's starting to run out. All right, it's been about another 30 minutes. I haven't even had a bite in the last 30 minutes. So I think I'm gonna head back to the camper. We'll get this all packed up. And then I'm gonna make a little lunch, breakfast, something.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
So I didn't catch a lot of fish today, but that's okay. That's what this is all about. You go out sometimes and you get skunked. It's just the way it is. When you see guys go out and catching tons of fish all the time, it's not very realistic. This is realistic. At least for me it is. Let's get up into the warmth. We've been out there for quite a while, so I'm gonna make some lunch. I thought it would be about 11 or 12. It's actually 1. So we spent almost 4 hours out on the ice. So for breakfast, cinnamon rolls. Breakfast, lunch, that is gonna be good. Plus I love the way it makes the camper smell. Well, let's check them out. Smells good. Ooh, that is gonna be good. It's the little things like this right here why I love having the truck camper so much. I'm still at the boat landing, and while the rolls were cooking, I sat up in bed, watched a little TV. If I was at a point in my life where I could sell the house, move right into the truck camper full time and travel around, hands down, absolutely I would. Well, this was a fun little trip. I really enjoyed it. I gotta get packing up. We gotta hit the road. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Oh, you gotta love this Minnesota weather. Truck has broke down. So I think my problem is this thing is gelled up. I've been checking the fuel filters and I can't get the filters primed. So I'm thinking the line from the tank to the filters, it's gelled up. So the camper can handle the 20 below, but the truck can't. The last time I put fuel in this, I stopped at a station that said it was using a winter blend, but obviously not enough. I'm gonna try priming this one more time while we wait for the tow truck. Fuel doesn't look to be gelled up inside there. That would be so nice if I could just see fuel spilling out. That or the pump itself just went. Well, I did about all I can do. Yuck. It's an expensive fishing trip. The good news is I can go in the camper and wait for the tow truck. He said he's gonna be here in a couple hours. And if I didn't have the camper, I'd be freezing out here. The good news is I get to download my videos, TV, got the furnace going. Life's not too bad, I guess. Oh, fingers crossed. Hopefully she gets home without taking down any power lines. we got it back home anyways. That's the main thing. Well, I'll have to dig into this later. Hopefully it's just the fuel is gelled up, and I'm pretty sure that's the problem. And there's some additives that I can put in the tank to help remedy that. I can also tent around the bottom of the truck, put that Mr. Buddy heater underneath there, get it a little bit warmer. I looked on the weather channel and it's talking -20s for the next couple of days. Hopefully we can get it running though. I guess you guys will find out next week, maybe the week after. So until next week, be kind, be honest. We'll see you down the road.